I've been meaning to make this video for quite some time, but life happened, so sorry about that. Anyways, this is a video to explain what is Under the Flesh, and I am happy to explain it to all of you. But before I do continue, I do want to just say that if you like my content and wish to see more of this, please like and subscribe for more. And of course, feel free to leave any ideas for more videos below in the comments. Under the Flesh is my take on Sonic.EXE, more specifically as an in-universe take, using Metal Sonic as the main bad guy of the entire series, learning from mistakes of Sonic heroes and forming his empire, the Megara, from the Eggman Empire he stole. Metal Sonic, now known as Metal-X, wears the skin of his former rival Sonic, like a hunting achievement, and uses psychological manipulation to form his empire. If you wanted something, you could always strike a deal with him, in turn joining the Megara, but at the cost of your own humanity. Speaking of which, since Metal-X only ever had Eggman as his human basis, his hatred of him turned for a hatred of humanity, being absolutely stubborn that if Eggman was such, then by proxy, it's assumed that humanity is just as spoiled and selfish. All of his existence was made for their wants. He wants to make sure that he has full control of them, and what they are. If he doesn't, then it's not perfect. Hence why lichens exist. Humans turn into Mobians. For disclosure, I know in canon they're not called Mobians, but I have to do it here for clarification. This villain is what sets the precedent of three main stories: the Uprising story, the Capepen story, and the Resistance story. Uprising essentially being how Metal-X formed the Megara, the Resistance formation, and also the test that the testers go through. Capepen is about Metal-X and the Guardians testing on a small town from another dimension called Capepen, testing a set of humans' mental capacities and making them face their traumas and personal memories, along with capturing any who fall for the sake of his empire. Resistance is about Tails and the rest of the testers coming back after 20 years of tests from the soul dimension he was trapped in, fighting alongside the Resistance to take down the Megara, the Guardians who have tormented him, and taking back home from Metal-X. That's the set of stories I have planned for this series in particular, taking major inspirations from some of my fixations, such as Half-Life, Silent Hill, I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, Lego Movie, didn't expect that one, did ya? And Epic the Musical. You probably weren't expecting that one either. As for the plans of the series, 1. Set up and finish the wiki. I want to make sure that even without the stories potentially being made, I want to leave the world building and characters known. Plus, it helps me to use it as references, tone, and overall mood board, along with the general knowledge to remember by. 2. Make a ton of animatics, a lot which are epic or funny. Since I still do want to leave a story, I will be mainly making animatics for the Resistance story, with a lot of Epic the Musical songs, because besides it being fun to do, it will also showcase the story that it is along with the characters and moments. So that way, Under the Flesh can still have its story shown in one way or another. 3. Set up and establish voices. I do, of course, also want to leave an impression of what the characters also sound like, to get the best impression of what a character is and their tone, which would probably mean hiring voice actors in the future. Wink. 4. Learn to write and draw better each day. While this is a passion project of mine, it's also for me to experiment and learn from. Essentially being a project of mine where I can learn how to write better and develop better art skills and etc. Which lastly leaves me with some things I should say going forward. I want to make sure that we're all respectful to one another, whether it be each other's projects and EXEs. I want us as a community to actively be better. Heck, especially since I do have designs which probably would make others flip for some reason. That being such as body types or even having girl characters. It's a genuine issue I've seen, and we honestly could do so much better on the behavior. I love this community, but its behavior like this just makes me feel icky at times. I do believe in enjoying the product instead of letting the fandom get in the way, but it's honestly undeniable that the fandom can repulse others away, and frankly, we have to be better than that. Other than that, production will probably be slow, considering I have to do work and a lot of other things. So, with that, I just want to say, even if it's a tough day, always know that even then, it's going to get better. Till then, take care everyone, and I'll be seeing you all later. Bye-bye.
Gordon, I'm full.